movie scene analysis. There are a few ways to get to this assignment. First way, you can find it in your weekly checklist under your class plan. But the most common way is under the content tab. So you're going to click content. And what pops up here is going to be whatever the last item was that you had selected. You're going to scroll until you see TGA assignments. Remember, you can also find it under your weekly checklist, but the most direct way is TGA assignments. From here, you want to click directly on Movie Scene Analysis TGA. That way you're only seeing the TGA you're wanting to look at. From here, you will see a number of things populate. This top item that says PowerPoint presentation. This is the PowerPoint version of the assignment. You can use this as a guide, but if you're having difficulty using the program TeacherMade, you can use this as a backup instead. Just download and make a copy of it and complete it on that PowerPoint. But I would prefer you complete it under TeacherMade. You're going to click the blue title to fully open up the assignment. Once it loads, you'll see the instructions are the same as all of the other TGAs we've completed this semester. You're going to be using the program TeacherMade to complete it. You'll open this link to access the assignment. Make sure you sign in with your first, last, and your student ID. Please complete the assignment as outlined. It tells you step by step how to complete it. If you need help, here's my contact information. There are questions that ask you to upload a picture. You can either email this to me or attach it in the OLS, upload it as an attachment. To do that, you'll drop your file down here where it says upload. Make sure to submit using TeacherMade. There's a submit button at the top of the screen in TeacherMade. I would like you to save your work as a PDF or screenshots and upload it below. But if you are having difficulty with this step, as long as you have saved it within TeacherMade, I can access it and complete that step for you. So please make sure that you are completing all the parts. So let's go ahead and open up TeacherMade. Go ahead and just click the link. And you're going to enter in your first, last, and student ID. But for this, I'm going to just put Miss G teacher as my example. So you'll see up at the top the save for later, I'm done buttons and all the different tools that you can use while in TeacherMade. And it was made from a PowerPoint, so you can kind of walk through this PowerPoint. So read a little bit about this. You're going to be choosing a scene from a school-appropriate movie. The scene must have music in it. If it is just dialogue, I will ask you to complete this assignment again, and you must use complete sentences. You must also provide a link to the scene. I will take away points if you do not do that. So first thing you're going to do is do your movie title. I'm going to use the movie Disney's Up for mine, and I also want the link to the recording. So you're going to go to your YouTube recording and you're going to save the link and you're going to place it into the document, into our lovely TeacherMade. All right, it says insert a picture of your movie. This is optional. If you'd like to attach it, you can. The movie title is 2 points. The link to the recording is 2 points. So please make sure that these two are completed. I would love you to send me a picture of the movie or scene, but that part is optional. So this slide is worth 6 points. Each box is worth 2 points. Describe in detail the movie scene, including the action, dialogue, scenery, and mood. So in this scene, the characters are in this scene In this scene, the characters are living a montage of their life from marriage to old age. Remember, use complete sentences. Describe the music. The music sounds dreamy and cheery, comma, but it changes with the action in the scene. What time period does the movie take place in? Not when it was written. So don't go look up the date the movie was made. I want you to tell me when it takes place. So if you chose a period piece of music, something that takes place during, say, World War II, that's the date or the time period I want you to give me. Tell me when it takes place, not when it was made. So this takes place in present day. Present day as it was written, but present day is appropriate. So remember, each box is worth 2 points. Scroll down. Elements of music. How does the composer use different elements of music to move the plot of the scene forward? Write about 3 elements from the following categories: rhythm, meter, melody, harmony, range, form, tempo, dynamics, and articulation. You don't have to use all of those items. That's just a jumping point. If you can think of different ones, use them. This box right here is worth 4 points. So I'm going to pick my 4. I'm going to use tempo, melody, and articulation. Remember, use complete sentences. The composer uses tempo to show emotion in the music. The faster the music is, the happier the characters are. So for melody, the composer uses melody to show the mood of the scene. The majority of the scene is joyful. And articulation. Actually, I'm going to change that to rhythm. Well, yeah, I'm going to change it to articulation. The composer uses articulation to move the scene forward. The music is smooth and legato, which just means smooth. So just smooth and legato moves it forward. So if y'all aren't sure what scene I'm talking about the scene at the beginning of Up, where it's this big montage. It's the sad scene. That's the scene from Up I'm talking about. Last slide, 6 points. So 3 points here and 3 points here. What made the music chosen fit this particular scene? The music used in this scene works well as it reflects the mood of the characters. It enhances the experience for the viewer. Remember, use complete sentences. I didn't give you a sentence limit on this question, but make sure whatever you write, they're complete sentences. Last one. Why do you think that this piece of music was chosen? Do you believe it was effective? Do you think that another piece would have been better? I think that the music was effective in conveying the mood. I do not think that different music would work. And then you can either save for later or choose I'm done, depending on where you're at. I'm going to choose I'm done, and you'll see this message, worksheet submission succeeded.